What's up, Shutter Sports Media? My name is Kyle Chambers, and I think Paul Skenes could be a Cy Young Award winner this year. To understand how dominant Paul Skenes has been as a pitcher, we have to go back to what he did in college. He started his collegiate career back in 2020-2021 with the Air Force, where he went 1-1 that season. He had a .270 ERA, and he had 16 appearances. He didn't start any games, but he definitely was showing some upside. In Paul Skenes' sophomore season with the Air Force, in 15 appearances, he ended up going 10-3, and he had a .273 ERA. Paul Skenes ended up transferring going into his junior year of college to LSU because he wanted to have a better chance of making professional one day. And Paul Skenes definitely showed out for the Tigers. He ended up going 13-2, and he won several awards, including College World Series MVP. He was a first-team All-American, and he was a Dick Howser Trophy Award for the best college player in the nation. After Paul Skenes' 1 year at LSU, he declared himself for the draft. Scouts said coming out of college, Paul Skenes was ready. He had a fastball over 100 miles an hour, and it could rise at any point, and his off-speed stuff was deadly at over 80 miles an hour that could keep hitters on their toes. In 2023, Paul Skenes was drafted first overall by the Pittsburgh Pirates. In 2024, Paul Skenes played for the Pittsburgh Pirates AAA organization, the Indianapolis Indians, for 27 innings. He had a 0.99 ERA, and he was definitely ready to make his MLB debut. In May of 2024, the majors came calling for Paul Skenes. He suited up for the Pittsburgh Pirates against the Chicago Cubs. During that start, he ended up throwing 17 fastballs at 100 miles an hour or higher, definitely bringing the heat. He struck out 7. It did allow 3 runs in 4 innings, but it did end up being a no decision, showing that he could possibly have dominance in the majors. Just 2 months after making his MLB debut, Paul Skenes ended up taking the hill for the National League in the MLB All-Star Game. He was considered just the 5th rookie pitcher in Major League history to end up starting in an All-Star Game in his rookie campaign. At the end of Paul Skenes' rookie year, he had a 1.96 ERA. He had an overall record of 11-3 in 23 starts. He was 3rd in Cy Young voting in his first year, and he ended up winning the NL Rookie of the Year. Things were looking up for him going into the 2025 season. Expectations were definitely sky high. Going into this season, I think everybody expected him to be as dominant or even more so than he was last year. It hasn't gone as well for him as far as wins or losses as he would have liked. He's gone 5-8 with a 1.91 ERA and 137 strikeouts. But the reason why I think Paul Skenes could possibly win the Cy Young this year is because despite having a 5-8 record, he does have an ERA of 1.91. He has a whip of 0.91, which is good for 5th in the majors. And I think his dominance is showing through despite the team not having the success they need to on the field. Paul Skenes, going into the All-Star break, had a record of 4-8. He's one of just 5 players to be able to start in the All-Star game with a losing record. As far as the criteria that the Baseball Writers Association of America is going to be looking for, they do look at several things when voting for the Cy Young in the American and the National League. The committee overall looks at things like innings pitched, strikeouts, wins and losses, ERA, and any other major stat that will contribute to the pitcher having a dominant or not so dominant year. Despite the Pittsburgh Pirates not having the year that they expected, Paul Skenes is still shown through, and I think that shows how dominant he is as a player and how valuable he is to Major League Baseball. Do you think Paul Skenes will win the National League Cy Young this year? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for listening to my rant about why I think Paul Skenes should win the National League Cy Young Award.